Alright, so what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to do a video for Bitcoin Cash. The market actually did what we expected it to do over the last like 2 or 3 days. You guys can see it right here on the 18th of September. The volume was increased, as well as us noticing price closing off of the highs, which is indicative of people coming into the market in Bitcoin Cash, selling their Bitcoin Cash into the market right here. So given that this is the case, we can actually tell that this market is still a viable point of where sellers are positioned. So we're going to come in today, see if the market's going to continue to go lower. If it is, we already got a couple of places here marked on our chart as to where we could potentially see buyers enter the market for Bitcoin Cash. Now the ball's in the buyer's court. We're going to see at which point will they come in and actually support the price and try to lift the market up in Bitcoin Cash. So first of all, let me say welcome to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my videos and content. We're here to give you all the information according to the charts that is not confusing. All right, so now let's break this down. You guys can, like I already told you earlier, I would say these 2 days, the 18th and the 19th of September, were definitely signs of sellers hitting the market in Bitcoin Cash, right? So now what we need to do is kind of see at what price will buyers come into the market and actually try to buy Bitcoin Cash. Now there's another area right here that is potentially a buy pocket. Okay, so we might actually see buyers initially try to step up and begin to buy this cryptocurrency right there around $587 to $592. That's possible, which is why we're going to go ahead and add that to the chart for Bitcoin Cash. Now let's look at this on the 2. Okay, now on this 2-day time frame, you guys can see how the market here on this 2-day price bar is actually signifying selling and weakness. Okay, this is definitely a clue and a sign of what could come in the future for Bitcoin Cash. So keep that in mind, because we also got the volume down there at the bottom of the chart that also tells us there was an increase in selling occurring over the last 2 days. Here is Bitcoin Cash on the 3. I don't like the 3 neither. Okay, so looking at this on the 3, the beginning stages of selling occurred here on this 3-day price bar, and then it's still bleeding over into this current 3-day price bar. Now we still got 9 hours or 8 hours and 8 minutes, but this doesn't look good in the short term for us to see buyers initially try to hit that first buy pocket that we just created on this video. Here it is on the 4. I don't like the 4 neither. We have 8 hours before this 4-day time frame prints too. So again, it looks like the market is hinting that sellers are grabbing the price. They're grabbing the price and bringing the ball back down the field. If you're a buyer, you want to wait and see at what point will more buyers step up and begin to support Bitcoin Cash price. Here it is on the 5. And here it is on the weekly chart. Okay, so yeah, right now I think the easiest way for where price is going to go is down. We have these 2 points already into the market in Bitcoin Cash. It may not hold this first buy pocket. Here it is on an 11-hour time frame, and you can definitely see from the chart that there isn't too much buying going on right now. Okay, now there's a lot of buying that occurred during this time frame, which is why we went ahead and created that buy pocket, because buyers definitely approached price in Bitcoin Cash there. We're going to see then we'll get another opportunity to support the market right here. Bitcoin Cash on the 5-hour chart. Here it is on the 4. Quick look on the 3. Okay, now I'm looking at here on the 3, and what we could do is let's get rid of this sell pocket in Bitcoin Cash. Let me bring that back and let's see if we can make it different on the daily. Okay, so let's create a new sell pocket for Bitcoin Cash. It's going to be right here. Okay, so here it is on the 1-hour chart. I really don't see a lot of emphasis of buyers hitting the market right now in Bitcoin Cash. So we can actually go ahead and create a sell pocket right here for Bitcoin Cash. This is another one right there of sellers increasing their sell positions right there in Bitcoin Cash around 606. So definitely be careful of that particular range too for Bitcoin Cash. So I think the market is going to try to come to this pipe pocket and try to bounce here. But what we've seen on the 2, the 3, the 5 in the weekly time frame is definitely weakness. Okay, so yeah, let me go ahead and move this down a little bit. And I think we're going to continue to look for price in Bitcoin Cash to go lower What we're going to do is extend this trend line as well too, because this is going to be important for us to know how strong the market in Bitcoin really is. Okay, so now we got a couple of buy pockets that we're going to try to target in this prediction for Bitcoin Cash. So let's go ahead and drop this on the chart, and we're going to target this second buy pocket. Now I've already told you that there is a chance of buyers holding this first buy pocket, so if you want to take a little bit off the market there in the prediction, then that's cool. That's 1.45% there on the low of the buy pocket, but we're going to see if it can hit this second buy pocket either at the high, which is around 2.82%, or at the low, which is around 3 3/4 movement to the downside. Okay, and let's go ahead and let's move this down to this third buy pocket, which is around $543. Now that's going to transition over into us breaking this massive trend that Bitcoin Cash is on to a downtrend. So if that happens, then understand that this great move that Bitcoin Cash started back in April is probably over. We may enter a period of where the market consolidates or trades within a range and then resume to higher prices. But that's not a negative thing, just seems like the market's taking a break. But yeah, you probably don't want to see that if you're a long-term holder in a Bitcoin Cash, because it's going to instill a lot of fear in people to where they might feel as if the market is finished with making all-time highs and continue to try to go lower. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. All right, so let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.